We've got the Casey Camera Club with us, and that's first up, which is going to be so exciting to talk to them about the great work that they're doing. So to begin with, I think I'd like to introduce Peter Elgar from the Casey Camera Club, and I'd also like to introduce Susie and Cassie. Now, Susie is to start with, Peter is the president of the Casey Camera Club, and Susie is the vice president, and Cassie is the secretary, and we've got you all in the studio, which is just wonderful. Welcome.
Thanks very much, Amanda.
Now, we started off with a very appropriate ceremony. We had our photo taken, given that this is the Casey Camera Club, which is just fantastic. So, look, I think to start off with, probably introduce Peter, and just to say that Peter's probably better known as an active member of the Cranbourne Bowling Club. Well, that's certainly where I know Peter from. And along with Susie and Cassie, you're going to tell us about the exciting initiative of the Casey Camera Club. And to start with, I think I may just ask Susie, if that's okay, a little bit about her educational professional background and her family.
Yes. My father was a photographer and tried to teach me how to use his camera, which in those days was film, and there was no automatic button, but it was just too confusing. But after he passed away a few years ago, I wished I'd listened, because I was getting a bit frustrated using my digital camera on automatic all the time and not getting the results I wanted. I enrolled in the Narry Learning Centre's photography classes, where I learnt to use my camera on manual. And we went on field trips to practice what we learnt, which helped to make it all sink in. I've also been teaching others to scrapbook for 14 years now, and I really love the digital side of it.
Yeah. You can do so much, can't you?
Oh, yeah, and it's to me it's much faster. It's less stuff, and all our photos that we take now are all digital, so it's much easier to do it that way. And scrapbooking and photography go hand in hand, and so I love both things that I do.
What a great synergy. I hadn't actually put those two together, but it makes good sense.
Yeah, it did.
Gosh, Susie, thank you very much.
That's right.
Now, on to Peter. I was wondering if I could ask you your sense of community service. What sits behind what drives you and what you continue to do for our community, Peter?
Yes, Amanda, I've been working with seniors for a little while at the bowling club, and we set up a Broadband for Seniors program about 2 years ago, and I do some tutoring there, and I really enjoy having people come along who are a bit intimidated by computers and technology, and sitting down in a quiet environment where they're not feeling threatened and learning how to use the computers. You get an absolute buzz out of seeing their faces light up when they get some emails from their grandkids or friends from overseas, and I sort of got on board with that, and then I thought, well, we need a camera club, because really a camera's a computer with a lens, and again, people are a bit scared of the technology there, so we could help pass that on.
That's going back to the broadband initiative. Are you still involved with that?
Yeah, we were, but we had a big burglary in the club about 12 months ago, and we've lost a bit of our equipment there, so we're under the insurance contract at the moment.
Yep.
To try to get
replenish that equipment. Yeah, that is so sad. But in terms of with the camera club, I mean, we're going to delve into that a little bit further later. But have you found that you've had some senior interest as well?
People of my age come along, yes.
Fantastic. Right. Now, Peter, probably just to all three of you, your role and current involvement with the Casey Camera Club. If I could start with Peter and work my way around Susie and Cassie, just to let us know a little bit about your role and what it involves.
Yeah, thanks, Amanda. I'm currently the president because nobody else stood up, so I got that role.
I think you're an appropriate choice. Yeah, for sure.
Thank you. And at the moment, we're just setting the whole thing up, so I'm spending most of my time with the committee organising the paperwork and administration to get the club going. The best or the most fun part about it is organising the meetings where we have people come along and try to ensure they learn something from it, and also get a bit of a good feeling when they leave the meeting. And Susie, my vice president, does an enormous job helping me out, so I'll get her to talk to you about that.
Yeah, that'd be great, Susie. Tell us what the role of a vice president is.
Well, it's really just to support all the committee members and just to do what's needed when needed. And yeah, I suppose if Peter's decided to go on holidays, then I have to run the meeting, but I'm fine with doing that. So yeah.
Fantastic. And Cassie, secretary.
Yes. Well, we're still learning my role at the moment. I'm sure as the club progresses, I'll know a bit more of what
it's best to ease into these things gently.
It
Otherwise,
is.
we don't take them on usually.
Yes, we'll soon find out.
Yep.
But yeah, I've just been taking a lot of notes and making sure the committee follow through with what needs to be done. and just helping out everybody. We've also got 2 different subcommittees, so I'm on the field trip committee as well. So we're just making sure all the dates and times and transport and everything's organised. So there's a lot to be done, but we're getting there.
And just to let our listeners know, the Casey Camera Club is being held at Marinda Park Learning Community Centre. Now, this is a fantastic centre that really meets the needs of people in the community. It really identifies what the things that are needed. And I think some of the experiences, Peter, that you've had with the Marinda Park Learning and Community Centre have been very positive.
Absolutely, Amanda. It's a great place, and I want to thank Amanda for helping me get the club started, because she pointed me in the direction of the Marinda Park Learning and Community Centre, and I was privileged to meet Jan Gilchrist, the CEO there.
Great woman.
She's fantastic. She's absolutely great. And the facilities they have there, they've got audio-visual equipment, computers. They let us use the buses for our field trips. It's just
how's that? That's extraordinary,
it's
isn't
fantastic. Just absolutely great.
And some of your field trips have been quite exciting too, haven't they?
Yes, we had a very interesting one. The first off at New G, we went up there and it was a bit slippery and interesting getting the bus around a few of the bends, and one of our members decided he'd had enough, so he had to bail.
What, really?
But we had quite a trip back, yeah.
Oh.
But no, everyone enjoyed themselves. We got some lovely images out of that.
And without organisations or community centres like the Marinda Park Learning Community Centre, not all of this would be possible. It would be just so hard to organise and arrange. I mean, your job is hard enough as it is establishing a club. You've just become incorporated and learning your roles, as you were saying, Cassie. So just to have a centre that already has the infrastructure and also some additional things that they can offer to help assist with you, because it would be very important to go on field trips in order to really get a good range of what would you say, topics to take photographs
and
of.
You'll find the photographers are interested in different things. Some like sports, some like nature, some like models, some like weddings. So there's a broad range of subjects that people like to take. So
do you gate crash weddings, do you?
Not yet. Not yet. We will.
Yeah.
I reckon there's an opportunity there. People could, like that lastminute.com, you could be the lastminute.com for photography for weddings.
That's not a bad idea.
There's an idea, yeah.
Thanks for that.
Absolutely.
Free photographers.
Yeah.
Capturing all points.
Isn't that called paparazzi? Yeah.
Yeah, but they might benefit from it because you could get some very good shots and give them to them for the end of their wedding.
Yeah.
Now, folks, could you stay with us, please? We just need to take a short break to hear from our very important sponsors, and we'll come back and ask you some more questions after this.
Sounds good.
Well, that's what I'm hoping. And the Casey Camera Club, of course, is being run from the Marinda Park Learning Community Centre in Cranbourne North. And the club is for photographers of all levels and skills. And everyone is welcome to join in the fun, exciting camera club to learn and share in the art of photography. And I think that's the interest already has been huge, Peter. Is that correct? Fair to say?
It's been overwhelming. We thought we'd have about 5 or 6 people, and after last night's meeting, we have 30 paid up members and about 60 people on our Facebook site. So it's just all going full gangbusters at the moment, and keeping our committee of the 3 of us plus the other 3 very, very busy getting everything organised.
No, it's extraordinary, and I think getting some history behind the organisation would be helpful. Cassie, are you able to assist with that?
Yeah, sure. Well, basically the idea of the club came around. We were all doing a bit of a course through David Chan, who moved into state, and we kind of thought, well, what are we going to do now? So we thought about joining another camera club or maybe creating our own, and it wasn't until Peter actually did something about it that the Casey Camera Club came to light. So we had our first meeting on the 5th of July, so a month ago now. We're officially incorporated just after a few days ago, as you said, so it's gone really fast.
In a breakneck speed, absolutely fantastic, and the interest at the same time has been just as big, hasn't it?
Yeah, no, it has been. Well, 30 paid up members, like Peter just said. It's fantastic.
Wow.
It's inspiring. It really is.
Yep.
So basically, the role of the camera club is just to provide the venue, which is Marinda Park. We're all friendly. We're all there to do the same thing. We just want to learn. We want to enhance our skills, and photograph. Like that's what we're there for. So we're enjoying it, and there's lots of different school levels as well. We've got
that's what I was going to ask you about.
Yeah, we've got obviously beginners. We've got a beginners course coming up,
and that starts this Thursday. Is that correct?
Thursday
next
Thursday,
week. Yep.
So our first course, so that starts at 6:30 next Thursday for
And
beginners.
runs for a 6-week period, is that correct?
3
weeks.
Sorry,
weeks,
3-week period?
Yep, 3 weeks, which also includes a bit of a field trip as well to put your new skills.
Oh, look out.
Yeah. So,
Hopefully not on a windy road, Peter.
So beginners are more than welcome to come. You don't have to be a pro. Like we said, we're all learning to use our cameras, get off that automatic mode and into manual. Also, just point and shoot cameras. You don't have to have an SLR camera to be part of the club. Anyone's welcome. Anyone with a passion for photography, more than welcome to come down. And we want to hear from you. We want your ideas. The field trips, we can have a committee and we can set dates and tell you where we're going to go, but we're also going to rely on our members to say, look, we'd like to go somewhere else, or this is what interests us. So we're going to value the input of everybody that's involved in the club.
We've got the Casey Camera Club with us, and that's first up, which is going to be so exciting to talk to them about the great work that they're doing. So to begin with, I think I'd like to introduce Peter Elgar from the Casey Camera Club, and I'd also like to